All right, I thought a very good start to the week with the Tuesday practice. Again, it's great to be back in the flow of game day, in our team meeting, speaking with our team, and again, what it takes to go on the road and win in the SEC in a hostile environment versus a very, very good football team and all the things that goes into playing winning football. Out of our 70 that we'll take on the road to the University of Georgia, only 11 have ever played in a game at Sanford Stadium. So to do the math for you, that's about 16%. If my math skills serve me correctly, never been a part of anything like that, but again, that's part of the growth and maturation of this football team as we continue to grow and develop. So I answer any questions you may have.
Butch, can you talk about the discipline this team has showed so far this season, being one of the youngest teams in the country,
right,
but also in the second fewest total yards so far?
Well, we spent a lot of time on that, and we talked about our plan to win is we can't beat ourselves, and it starts with penalties, the focus, and we've really stressed what we call mental penalties, and those are pre-snap penalties. Those are things that your focus, your concentration, your overall discipline as a player controls, and our players at this point in time have done a very good job of that. Obviously, we're going to be challenged with the noise and the crowd going on the road against Georgia this Saturday.
How did you get that point across in practice or in training camp, just kind of make sure that I imagine just incentives and things like that?
Well, it's something that we call out. It's something we stress in every team meeting. Our officials that we have come work practice do a very good job. I get a penalty report after every practice. We review it as a staff. We try to see if there's a pattern of behavior that's starting to develop. So again, we spend a lot of time talking about the overall discipline, the plan to win, being a team that doesn't beat itself by, timely or untimely penalties, costly turnovers, executing in the red zone, winning the field position battle, all those things that it takes to win football games and win championships.
At the expense of beating a dead horse here with Justin keeping the ball running a little bit, would you like to see a little bit more of that? If so, how much? Or
yeah, we would, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold a free media clinic on the quarterback reads and pulls, because so many times to the observer out there, the naked eye, you think it's zone read, and it's not zone read. It may be a gap scheme, it may be a power scheme, and when you flatten hinge the backside, sometimes you don't ask the quarterback to read. Also, a lot of times, when it looks like it should be a zone read keep, really it's just the defensive end closing, making a great play, and where the decision point in time where it comes, it's not there. But there has been a few occasions where he can. We worked exceptionally hard in the work week to get that corrected, and actually teaching him how to get down and get 4 or 5 yards for us. So we would, but also there's some things where we're not asking him to read it as well. So it's a combination. It's the first time you guys have been at a loss for words.
Last year's Georgia game, I know obviously you ended up losing the game at the end, but how many sports y'all did? How much of a step forward was that for the program from where you were at that time?
Well, it was, but I'm gonna defer or go back to my first statement. 16% played in the game at Georgia, and I'm guessing I would say probably about 30% only played in the game here last year. Most of them were on their recruiting visit, but I thought it was a step forward, but again, we came up short, and at the end of the day, it's all about winning football games. But I thought it did help in our overall development, because I thought our team showed some perseverance. I thought we battled adversity. I thought we made some critical plays, some 4th and 1 plays at critical stages of the game to put us in a situation to win the football game. But again, this football team is brand new, over half of it. And, the same thing with Georgia. But you do rely on it. I think it does help our confidence. But there's a difference when you go on the road. They're a different football team as well.
Coach, at safety, it seems like TK's been close to getting on the field, and then how has the open week been for him to take that next step?
Well, it's been great for TK, and TK's an individual who has great pride in his performance. He works his craft. He's in doing extra film study. He knows when he makes the mistakes and moving forward. And you'll see his playing time continue to increase, but we've been really pleased with the play of Ladero McNeil. He's really performing at a high level for us now. what he's done 2 weeks ago and the previous weeks doesn't serve him anything moving forward to this week. Obviously, we're going to be challenged with their stabler running backs and then the play action pass and their skill out in the perimeter. But, Brian Randolph has been consistent like he always has, but TK has really done a very good job for us. We're very pleased right now where he's at, and we need him to continue to mature and grow and develop.
And you referenced play action, but when Gurley averaging almost a first down every carry, they can lull you to sleep with that. Even with a veteran like Brian, how much do you kind of want guys to keep that in the back of their mind?
Oh, it's there. It's the eye discipline, which we talk about, and reading your keys and being able to play the ball in the air. And then they do a great job with the fade stop, the back shoulder throws, not only in the red zone, but to the open field as well when you're in press man coverage. So they do a lot of things that really challenge your discipline. We call that finding the blind spot for the corners, finding the ball with the back shoulder throw and all those things. So they're going to challenge us, and we know that.
Which when Ethan got hit against Arkansas State, were you fearing the worst? It looked worse than it actually ended up being?
Well, anytime one of your players goes down, you're obviously very, very concerned. And the way his reaction was, and to his tribute, he's battled back, and Jason McVay's done a great job of getting him game ready again as well. And, as we all know, the tight ends are active members of our offense. And we need to be able to go 12 personnel and 13 personnel and 22 personnel and some different things like that in order for our offense to really play at a high level. So, when he went down, but again, it's a tribute to him and Jason McVay and everyone involved.
Does having a player like Cam Sutton who shut down the player by himself free you up to maybe move the safeties up a little more to help on that run game?
Well, anytime you can have the luxury of playing man-to-man coverage, that helps your overall defense. It helps, obviously, being able to stop the run, but again, it puts them on islands as well, and your corners have to be the mentally toughest players on the field because everyone's coming after them on every single snap, and there's great skill set that goes involved with that. And to this point in time, Cam Sutton has done a tremendous job. He's really developed as one of our leaders on our football team. He has great consistency in his performance each and every day, and very pleased. But again, we're going to be challenged again this week.
Coach, have you seen anything from either Salisbury or Darrell Scott that makes you think they have a chance to?
Yeah, Darrell Scott had a very, very good day of practice. We gave him a great volume of repetitions. His work capacities continue to grow, and he brings another element, another depth, or another point of depth at the running back position. So he'll make the trip, and he'll be ready to go. And right now, if we were to make the trip right now to Athens, Salisbury would be on the trip as well. So they continue to improve.
In terms of, I know every time you look at an SEC defense on film, you're going to see a couple of kind of wow athletes and defenders.
Yeah.
But when you look at those two Georgia outside backers, Floyd and Jenkins, how dynamic?
Well, they're very dynamic. They can change the game in a hurry. And they're great in pass drops as well, getting hits on the quarterback, impacting the quarterback. They play on special teams, so again, that shows you their diversity. It shows you their athleticism, and they're very, very talented players.
Butch Chapman talked about watching clips of other running backs in the SEC to see what they do to be effective. When he watches Todd Gurley, what are you hoping that he takes away from those clips?
I think just an overall toughness, yards after contact, durability, and being a complete running back.
Coach, Jacob Gilliam out there running around, is that just kind of for his recovery? Is there a chance he might be able to be back?
Jacob is an individual, as we all know, that's extremely competitive. This football team means everything to him, and will continue to progress. He still has a dream in the back of his mind that still playing, so we'll see how he progresses.
Still playing this season?
Yes.
Hey guys.